Hello students, your board exams are getting closer. Maybe you have only around 30 days for your board examinations. So to help you in the preparation of board examinations, I started uh, thinking very differently, and based on your suggestions or your request, I thought I will post some videos. Many of you are telling that you are running short of time, so if I give you some lectures in the format of videos, maybe it might be helpful to you. So with that view, I have planned to post a series of videos in chemistry. So initially many of you said that you are feeling difficult in conversions, so I thought posting some videos based on conversions. Okay, so I'll keep this in mind that you are running short of time. The videos will be very short, maybe each videos of around 4 to 5 minutes probably. Within that particular framework, let me try to make your preparation very simple and smooth. Okay, so this is my first video in this particular series, conversions. Okay, so let's get back to the first video. So first of all, what do you mean by conversions? So I'll just give you a simple example. This question is not going to be directly used in the, it's not going to be directly asked in the exam, but just you need to have an idea about this question. Okay, just a minute, I'm connecting my pen pad. It is, yes. So what do you mean by conversions? Conversions are like, they are, synthetic chemical transformations. Okay, so you have a product, you have a reactant A and you have to convert it into a product B. So this is what is called as conversions. Okay, so sometimes conversions involve a single step and a single reagent. Okay, you might have to put some reagents there, and that reagent will be giving you a product. Sometimes it may be complex. Okay, like A you have to convert it into B you have to convert it into C, and C you have to convert it into D. That is, it can be from A to D. So conversions are, there are multiple step conversions. There are something called as natural products, like you have terpenes. Okay, you have terpenes, you have alkaloids. Okay, alkaloids, like you have camphene. Then you have many hormones, like maybe thyroid hormones, or you have testosterone, estrogen. Such complex compounds need multiple step conversions. Okay, so that is what we call it as organic synthesis. A simplified version of organic synthesis is what we call it as organic conversions. So in our NCRT purview, we will just restrict to conversions involving around two steps. Okay, two steps, or maximum 3 to 4 steps. So you will be given a reactant and you will be given a product. Okay, so you have to do a synthetic transformation through which you have to arrive at the products. Okay, right. So this is some basics introduction about what is the meaning of conversion. Now let's go to this question. I hear from many of my students that the conversions are quite difficult. Okay, so what is the reason for the difficulty? I will just tell you. Suppose, imagine that you have to solve this question in maths. Okay, so 200 plus 50, okay, divided by 6 into 4. Okay, maybe minus 2 by 3. Okay, bracket, something like minus 50. So you have a basically an equation like this. Okay, so if you want to solve this equation, all of a sudden if you go and give it to a first standard student, he cannot solve this equation. The reason is the first standard, he might not be knowing about the basic arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division, or whatever it is. Okay, so if you have to solve this particular question, you may have to know about all these arithmetic operators, which are basics of mathematics. Similarly, if you want to solve a conversion, suppose they are giving you a conversion like ethane, convert ethane to butane. Okay, if they are giving you a conversion like this, then all of a sudden you cannot do the conversion at once. Okay, you need to have certain basic ideas, mainly, topics like mechanisms, your nucleophilic substitution reaction mechanisms, your elimination mechanisms. Okay, your name reactions. Most of the conversions are no direct applications of name reactions. So if you are sure with these reactions only, students who can solve these conversions easily. Otherwise conversions will be very difficult with you. So first you get resolved with your basics like your name reactions. Okay, then your teacher might have said about certain important reactions, industrial preparations. For example, if you want to prepare phenol, you have to prepare it from cumin, that is the industrial preparation of phenol. Dow's process, okay, diazotization, conversion of aniline to benzene diazonium chloride is basic reactions. If you are sure, okay, Wood's reaction, fatigue reaction, Wood's fatigue, okay, then your Schwartz Finkelstein. If you are sure with these reactions, I am very sure that conversions will be very easy. So just like how you can solve arithmetic operations very easily, complex equations easily using arithmetic operations, your name reactions mechanisms, they're all like simple operators. So if you apply them, you can solve the conversions very easily. Okay, the next question which has to be answered is what is the weightage in board exam and other exams. In board exams you might be getting it up to for 2 to 3 marks. Okay, so without this 2 to 3 marks you cannot think of crossing your 90s or 95 or whatever it is. But in other exams like your JEE and NEET exams, we often encounter around 10 to 15 marks. Okay, so in your competitive exams like in other entrance exams also, you can see the conversions, though they may not be directly asking you, but it may be asked in a very impaired manner. Like they might be asking you to predict the reagents or byproducts or intermediate or whatever it is. Okay, right. So next question we will be going to what are the types of conversions which is available in the NCERT level for 12th standard students. What are the types of conversions which is expected is, first one I would say that it's functional group interconversions. Okay, they may be asking, they may be giving you an alkyl halide. Okay, for example they may be giving you a methyl bromide bromomethane, and they may be asking you to prepare methanol. Okay, CH3OH. So this is what we call it as a functional group interconversion. Here we are converting the halide functional group to an alcohol. So such kind of questions involving the functional group transformation may be asked. You may be given an alcohol, suppose CH3 CH2OH. You may be given ethanol and you may be asked to prepare ethanoic acid. Okay, so these are, here we have an alcohol functional group, here we have a carboxylic acid functional group. So what reagents you are going to be using for this conversions, or you may be given an alkene and you will be asked to prepare an alcohol. Okay, or alkene to alkyl halide, it goes on. So first basic type of conversion is functional group interconversion. This will be quite simple. Okay, quite simple. Directly you will be adding some reagent and that reagent will give you a suitable product, maybe the desired functional group will be there. Then the next type of conversions is very familiar ones. I told, name reaction. Okay, so one example I just wanted to give you, maybe convert bromomethane to butane. Okay, so can you put in the comment section like which name reaction we can use, or which chemical name reaction which can be used to convert this reactant to product. Can you post it here? Or maybe I can be giving you this reaction like benzamide to aniline. Okay, which name reaction I can use, you can post it in the comment box. Okay, so these are all like quite simple conversions. Maybe they involve only one step, but the key is you have to know the name reaction. If you know the name reaction, you can do all these conversions in a single step. Okay, so first step, to as I already said, you have to be sure about the name reactions. Then reactions involving substitution, conversions involving substitution reactions. We have two type of substitution reactions illustrated in our textbook. So they are your SN1 and SN2 mechanisms. Okay, so SN1 SN2 mechanisms are very briefly discussed in the first organic chapter, haloalkanes and arenes. Okay, so here I am not going to discuss about your SN1 and SN2 mechanisms. I have already discussed all these things during my live lectures. Here I will not be doing it in a detailed manner, but when I'm solving the examples based on such conversions, I will just give you a gist or brief idea about the conversions. Okay, so mainly haloalkane and arenes based reactions, they're all involving substitution mechanisms. So you have to be aware of what is nucleophilic substitution reactions. Okay, then second one, we often see elimination kind of reactions. We have only one kind of elimination specified in the NCERT level, that is your beta elimination. Okay, so can you recall what is the reagent which we use for beta elimination? Is it alcoholic potassium hydroxide? Yes. So conversions involving elimination reactions, mainly your haloalkane to alkenes. Okay, so such kind of conversions are also possible. Or they may be asking you about the addition reactions. Addition across the double bond, addition across the triple bond, following Markovnikov's anti-Markovnikov's rule. Okay, the last part is last part, but an underrated part, I would be saying, like free radical halogenation. We call it as free radical halogenation, allylic and benzylic brominations, halogenation. So definitely every year I'm expecting one, and I'm seeing one question based on allylic and benzylic brominations. Okay, for example, this question is a very famous question, asked many times in the board exam, like Br2 in the presence of H nu. Okay, or sometimes they may be giving you the heating conditions, what is the product, they may be asking you. Most of the time I find my students giving wrong answers like this. So how many of you think that the answer for this question is like this? Some of them give this answer, some of them give this answer. Okay, so Br bromine getting added across a double bond, something like that they may be thinking, but it is entirely different mechanism which involves the free radical halogenation. Okay, so such kind of reactions are also we are encountering every time. Sometimes we enquire reactions like this involving toluene. So toluene, like bromine in the presence of UV light, or they may be giving you sunlight condition, what is the transformation happening, they might be asking. All these things involve allylic and benzylic halogenation. This is a benzylic halogenation based reaction. Okay, the last one, we have last two types of things, and these are quite important. Okay, quite important. Some reactions, some conversions involve the increase in chain length. For example, they may be asking you conversion of ethane to butane. Okay, in ethane we have 2 carbons, and in butane we have 4 carbons. So obviously you can see that there is an increase in carbon number by 2. Sometimes we encounter like conversions like this: bromo ethane to propanoic acid. So these reactions involve increase in the carbon number. Here you can see that there is an increase in carbon number of 1 carbon. Okay, but in ethane we have 2 carbons, and here we have 3 carbons in propanoic acid. So how are we going to do such kind of conversions? We will be discussing it. And at the last part of this particular video, conversions involving decrease in the chain length. Okay, so how can we decrease? For example, ethanoic acid to methane. So how can I go with this conversion, ethanoic acid to methane, or benzoic acid to benzene? So basically in benzoic acid you have 7 carbons, and in benzene you have 6 carbons. So how am I going to do such kind of conversions? In ethanoic acids you have 2 carbon, and in methane you have 1 carbon. So in such type of conversions we encountered that there is a decrease in the carbon number by 1 carbon. Well, at last we have some miscellaneous conversions which doesn't involve any of the above types. It may not be based on what is that name reactions, it may not be based on mechanisms, but it may be based on some reagents. Okay, reagents. Okay, like reductions using your lithium aluminum hydride. Okay, or NaBH4. Okay, or H2 in the presence of PD. Some type of reductions or oxidation reactions. Oxidation using potassium permanganate, okay, in acidic medium or alkaline medium, or they may be giving you dichromate, K2CrO4, dichromate based K2Cr2O7 dichromate based oxidations, or Jones reagent CrO3 in the presence of H2SO4. Okay, so such kind of, or maybe PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate, PDC based oxidations. So these all involve miscellaneous conversions, which we will do it later. Okay, so this is the introduction about the conversions video, and I hope you will be following up with the subsequent sessions. Totally I am planning to post around 7 to 8 videos in this particular session. So with this I will try to cover up all the possible conversions given in your NCERT textbook. Okay, so thanks for watching patiently. Let's see in some other video. Thank you.